This week, we are going to do art in honor of Sonia Delaunay, a very famous artist from the early 20th century. Born in Russia, moved to Paris. Her husband was also a famous artist. So to do this, you'll need a piece of paper. If you have templates for circles, you can certainly use them. I forgot I had that. So I just used cups and tapes and thread spools, and I even used the markers to make little tiny circles. So you're going to draw circles. You want to constantly think about balance. Do you have enough circles? Do you have enough big ones, little ones, all sorts of things? And then when you're done and you feel like you have all the circles within circles, then it's time to draw some lines through the middle of them. You will need a ruler. If you have a see-through ruler, it will be a lot easier because it's kind of hard to tell when you go right through the middle. So I connected a couple sections of circles with one line, and then I made circles that were perpendicular, meaning at right angles to my original line. So on one of my large circles, it actually broke it up into fourths. And you'll be able to see that a little later when you see me painting. So you can use all sorts of different things to color this in. You can use markers, you can use Poscas, you can use tempera paint, you could use watercolors. That's what I used. Pretty much anything. I wouldn't necessarily use colored pencils, but if you use markers, you have to color in solidly and in the same direction. Okay, so what you're wanting to do is Sonia was known for her abstract art. Her and her husband started something called Orphism. It's an art movement, and it's all about rhythmic shapes and the interaction between colors and the relationships they create. They liked to use high contrast colors next to each other. When you do this, you need to think about, or you need to be aware of balance. Where is it light? Where is it heavy in the art piece? Variety. You have a lot of circles. They should not look the same. You should not use the same color on the same side all the time. So you're going to have variety because you're going to move things around and change where you have the green. It shouldn't always be the center circle. It shouldn't always be the outer circle. So all of these circles create rhythm, which kind of creates a movement. You know, your eye will go through these circles because of the colors you choose. And it also brings it unity. It's unified because they're all circles. It'll be unified because you're going to use predominantly the primary colors, red, blue, and yellow, and the secondary colors, purple, orange, and green. You can also use black and white. With all this, again, those circles, you should have big and small, thick and thin rings. There should be circles all over the page, but you can have some background, okay? You should have some whole circles and some half circles. I kind of did mine fairly off the top of my head. I didn't really plan out what color was going to go where, or even what circle. I just looked at it, got a feel for it, and did it. Littles should probably do less circles. 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, you should be able to do smaller circle lines, right? You want to color it nice and neatly, paint it nice and neatly. You can use tints, which is adding white to colors, especially if you're using tempera. If you're using watercolor, you just use less color, more water. I would suggest that you make sure colors dry before you paint next to them.